Big shout to the ghosts and the ghost sets. Welcome to Sose the Ghost TV, which is sponsored by Demons Row, the holy grail of MC culture. And you could get those Demons Row rings right now. Got the lightning bolt on the side. But today's topic, we're gonna talk about the difference between being in a gang and a 1% club. I've done both. I was Crip for 12 years. I was in the club life for about 13 or 14. I've lived both sides, so I know the difference. But the first thing I want you to do, like we always do on this channel, is to hit me with that pound ghost in. And that lets me know you're alive and well, sitting on tools, doing what you do, or just part of the Demons Row community, one of my ghosts. Big shout to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the row. Make sure you hit that bell so you get the notification, and let's go on this ride and talk some real life. All right, let's talk about the difference between a gang and a 1%er club. Now, I know there's a lot of people that think that it's the same thing. The worlds are completely different. To get inside of a 1% club, you gotta prospect, you gotta eat some dirt, you know what I'm saying? Put in work in the sense of like just being there when they need you, proving how solid you are. Now, I came from, the perspective I'm gonna tell you from is from my perspective, going from a Crip to a 1%er like me, being in the gang banging world. When you join a gang, you gotta get jumped in. The set that I was in was 103rd Great Street, Watts. Shout to all the homies from Jordantown Projects and Watts. Shout to all the homies worldwide that rep. There was some solid bros. We called each other cuz. It was different, but just like the MC world, there was a lot of hate. There was a lot of fake love, and the stakes are higher. When you're in a gang, there's a higher level of things going south really quickly. When you're in a club, there's sit downs. You know, it's not quick reaction type situations. Like people see stuff, you know, constantly on the news and YouTube and like that, and they think it's just, you know, it just happens, you know. And it's with the MCs, there's a lot more sit downs. If something funky happens, they're more willing to squash it, or just you stay on your side, we'll stay on our side. When it comes to gang banging, anything goes. The mentality is completely different. I mean, I remember going up north and going into it's so crazy too in New York when you gang bang, because it's, you know, it's completely different in California. But when you're Crip in New York and you go up north, like how I went to Gowanda, there could be like 80 Bloods in the jail and like 14 Crips. There was jails like Wyoming, if you just said I was Crip, they're gonna cut your face and you're out of there. Like no lie. And I'm telling you, and like even like in Rikers Island, you know, I've seen a lot. You know, there's a lot of things that I haven't even talked about when it comes to the life I lived before the MC stuff. Like a lot of the stuff, that's why I give a lot of knowledge, because it goes way deeper than just stuff, you know, being in a 1% club. I was in an AC, I was in the clique MC before that for many years. Like I really am versed in the street. I've made every kind of mistake you can make. And I'll be honest with you, when I joined the 1% club, that's when I stopped getting locked up. That's when I stopped doing bids. Now I know it depends on what club you in, where you live. It's all relative. But I'm just saying, me personally, I think that clubs are safer. That's the difference. That's one major difference. I think in gang banging, it's a lot easier for you to get hurt if you don't know what you're doing. And you know, I literally stared down the barrel for people that said they love me and held my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through it, you know, with the gang banging. The club stuff is different. You know, people will get their ass whipped, but not to the level of the griminess that is in gangs. Gangs it's a different mentality. Like, it really is. It's not the same as clubs. Clubs are a lot. And one thing I'll say also is structure. Clubs are very structured. They have the military, the military structure of the president, the vice president, treasurer, all that stuff. And gangs is G's, OGs, 5-star general. Like, it's not as organized. And like, I'm gonna be real, like, there's parts of gang banging that I relate to more. Like, sometimes the sit downs got on my nerves. Sometimes you just gotta put somebody in their place. If you go somewhere and you sit down at a bar and another club comes in and they're acting tough or whatever, and your brothers don't want to do something because they want to have a sit down first, you know what I mean? When you come from the gangbanging world, there's none of that. It just goes down. So it's like joining a 1% club, I had to tone it down a little bit because I was coming from a different background. And a lot of people in 1% clubs do come from gang backgrounds, like a good percentage. I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but I wasn't like a straight up born and bred bike type dude. And I think that's why I'm able to pass a lot more knowledge down, because I've seen way more devious stuff coming from the gang banging world. So when I'm giving advice on something, it's also from that perspective too. I think that somewhere in the middle of gangs and 1% clubs lies brotherhood and lies a true family. There has to be like a middle ground. And I'm sure there's a club that out there that is on the hardcore side. And when I say hardcore, I mean like they take care of their brothers, not walk around acting tough, or they're oppressing people or whatever, or they'll take your cut or whatever. I don't mean that. I mean, like, if you need them, they'll be there for you. And when it comes down to it, like, a lot of these people, they talk a lot. I've seen it all. I really have seen it all in my life. I grew up in the Bronx. I saw the 80s and the 90s. I saw the burned down buildings. I saw the crackheads. All the big... I was telling my brother the other day, all these, like, I feel like it's like a false reality we're living in. Like, all these so-called people that are like tough guys and all that, they turn out to either rat or they're a cop, a CO. I mean, it's all, you never know. You don't know these people. And that's why I say the most important thing is to be you. I don't care if you're in a gang, a 1% club, a 99. You have to be you. You have to know what you signed up for. Even if you're in it and you're not built for a situation, let them know, like, listen, I can't do it. You know what I mean? And if they kick you out, they kick you out. But don't put yourself in a situation where you end up getting hurt. Because I seen it, man. When I was locked up, I used to see the Bloods. They put out the hit. Yo, you got to hit so-and-so. If they didn't, do it correctly, they got hit. And that's how it was in the gang world. It's way different, So to the people that never been in a club or never been in a gang, to say that an MC is a gang, you just don't understand the game. And it's not to defend it, you know what I mean? It's just reality. Hang around and feel people out. Know who you're dealing with, and don't just join something because you're cool with somebody or they're like real close to you and they're in it, because that's how a lot of people get down with stuff. If you want to be real, it's always like somebody you're close with, that you get involved with something for, That's just how life is, I got into the gang world because of my cousin. The Bloods they would jump at my cousin. He had turned Crip. I used to tell him, I'm like, yo, why you join this? And then you're like public enemy number one. But then I started getting involved because he was family. And then what happened? I got branded, and I had to make a decision. What am I gonna do? I should have stayed neutral, in reality. But you know what? This is the path that my higher power put me on. This is the path that God put me on to make me who I am today. And this is why I'm able to do what I did. So, I can't live with regrets. This is what I signed up for, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if you're in a club or ever been in a gang. Hope you enjoyed this. So I hope you enjoyed that ride. Hope you enjoying the format of the riding and politicking. I really enjoy it. It's kind of cold. East Coast is starting to pick up. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, at this time of the year, it starts getting cold. That's just what it is, but I'm used to it already. I actually like riding in the cold a little bit more. It's kind of strange, but I do enjoy it. But thank you for tuning in to Sose the Ghost TV, which is sponsored by Demons Row, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.